Right, morning, I'm back. Yeah, I've had a slight change of plan. Well, I'll get to that in a minute. I'm just going to take my usual second to explain that I ain't got any video editing software, so this is probably going to be a bit rough and ready. Yeah, I'm not going to bother with it. It seems as a couple of people quite like watching me flap and muddle my way through, so... And I know what I'm like anyway. If I download something like that, I'll start wasting hours of a night just trying to edit out all bits I don't like, and that's all bits with my head in it, which at the minute is all of it. So, yeah, I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do about that yet. I mean, I guess once I get to painting, we can put the camera on that a bit more and a bit less on that there, you know. But yeah, like I said, I've had a slight change of plan. I said in the last video I had to go away for a few days because my girlfriend's mum's not well. I don't really want to talk about it too much. It's personal to her, you know, it's real for her. But I did mention it in the last video, so I feel kind of obliged to touch on it. She's doing alright. She's home from hospital. So that's all good. But yeah, I'm not really going to say much more than that about it, I don't think. Yeah, long and short of that is that while I was away, I was able to be quite useful, surprisingly enough. There's quite a few adaptations needed doing to house, and I'm fairly handy, so I was busy with that. But that meant that I didn't get anywhere near that piece of linen that I'd taken away that I was going to do the demonstration on. But I did get a picture of a landscape while I was up there that I'm really keen to make a painting from, so that's what I'm going to do. But that means I ain't going to get anywhere near that bit of linen that I was going to do the demonstration on for months now, probably next year, because I've got 4 other paintings on go that are, well, they're all nearly finished, but yeah, I'll show up. So the landscape painting the landscape that I want to do, it's not going to fit on that little piece of linen. That's why I'm not going anywhere near that. It's too expansive for it somehow. I like to paint everything at 1:1 scale if I can. If I can, do what I want with my fucking paintings and I paint 1:1 scale. Yeah, particularly the botanical stuff. Anyway, you know, like the cherry blossoms and the magnolias and the views up through trees. I like them to be the size they'd be if they're like right in front of your face, you know. Landscapes are slightly different because obviously the scale of that's relative to your position within it. So yeah, there's a bit more leeway with that. But I don't know. Sorry about that. I've got dust up my nose. I've been sanding this. Yeah, and this is what I'm going to put it on. This is about right size for it, I think. I hope so, because I've spent the past 4 days preparing it around work, you know. Yeah, like I say, none of this is a sob story. I don't care, you know. I just do what I do. But at the minute, because I've been away and I was kind of in the hole anyway, to be honest. I mean, don't worry, I'm not going to start some fucking GoFundMe or something like that. I'll get by. But yeah, because I'm self-employed, if I'm not working, I'm not earning. And yeah, like I said, I was a little bit behind anyway, so I'm having to play catch up, which means I'm working 7 days a week. I've got a private job on when I'm not on my normal job. But that's quite handy because it's local. So it meant that Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, I was able to come here first thing in the morning, every lunchtime and every evening, and spend an hour or two with this, just sanding it and priming it. But there was a couple of things I missed in the last video. You might have noticed I had a bit of a jelly head on. And I started talking about sanding and the type of grit paper that I use. I know this is probably massively uninteresting for a lot of you, but I'm just using this channel to document my process, really. So, yeah. But yeah, I started saying 40-60 grit in the lower layers. As you're coming up through the middle layers, you want to be using slightly finer paper, something like 80-120. And then top couple of coats, I'll sand them with a 240. You don't really need to go any finer than that. I mean, I've rubbed this down with a 320, but that was just because I had to buy a random pack of sandpaper and it had some 320 in. I thought, little got polish with it, you know. But yeah, there was another thing I wanted to talk about, because I started talking about that, and again I went off on a tangent. I'd said about the fact that I don't use a block because it's quite tactile, and didn't expand on that and say why it's tactile. If you press too hard onto the canvas while you're sanding it, it'll go baggy, because you're pushing into it and stretching the fibres. If it goes really baggy, it's fucked. There's nothing you can do about it. It's at it. I mean, I guess you could re-stretch it with canvas pliers, but I don't like to use them, because even when you're stretching it, again, it's quite tactile. If you pull it too hard, you're going to split the weave apart, and that's no good. So, yeah, as I'm sanding it, you got to make the paper do the work for you. Rather than pressing into it and trying to, push it out, you've just got to skim it across the surface as gently as you can, but obviously the faster you do it, the quicker it happens. But it's still going to canvas like this. Last night I was here till 9:30. I come after work and did like an hour just sanding it. I'd done half an hour in the morning as well, just sanding, and then I had to go see my kids for an hour, and then I was back. So I went there about 6:30, got back here about 7:30, spent another couple of hours just sanding it down, just to get the surface right. As I said in the previous video, I don't want to cut corners at this stage, because I can't go back. So Jellyhead, hang on, I'm not pausing it. I'm not stopping it either, because I've got to go to work in a minute, so I ain't got time to pause it. I'll stop it and start again, and I'd only make a mess of it anyway. Yeah. Oh, I am going to pause it, hang on. Yeah, I think I was talking about cutting corners, wasn't I? And not doing it. I mean, I've been tempted. I've been really tempted. There was Tuesday I had to go out and buy more primer, and it was just about there. I was like, maybe I'll do. But of course it won't. So, yeah. So, but anyway, this is about ready now. It's about where it needs to be. Another thing, bloody calamity that last video, wasn't it? Well, this one's much better. Yeah, I said about the orientation of the strokes because of where the light source is coming from. As you're building it up, you want to be finishing them at 90 degrees to each other. And just get a more even surface. But yeah, I'm going to try and wrap this up, because I'm starting to go all over the place. My next job's going to be establishing the line drawing on it, which I'm going to. I'll probably try and square it up now before I have to go to work, and then I'll come back this evening and spend a few hours on it. I mean, that's, as I said, that's just what I've got to do at the minute. I've just got to fit it around work, and I don't mind. And this stage it's alright, because like the drawing and the underpainting, I can dip in and out of. I can come in and just do a couple of hours, that's fine. Once I get into them upper colour layers, this is why I'm not working on the others at the minute, a couple of hours won't do it. It take me the best part of an hour to mix my palette up, and it'll be like 20 quid's worth of paint on it, so it's a fucking waste of time if I'm going to cover an area like that big, which is about as much as I can do it now. It is really slow, those final layers. Anyway, I'm going to shut up and I'm going to go to work. So I felt like I should do something, do some kind of video just to cover those couple of points. And I ain't shot anything for a week. So, and I know I'm kind of wanting to cop out of this, but I'm going to see it through. But this is going to take a while. The demonstration thing's obviously going to be longer because it's a bigger piece of linen. I mean, I'd said that little one, 8 to 10 hours to get it there. This, double that, almost triple it, is 20 hours plus. I mean, it already had about 8 coats of primer on it. I've put another 9 on it since I got back. But, yeah, like I said, it's where it wants to be. It's alright. And I'm just going to shut up.